Hi everyone, it's Margaret, and yes, I'm back. I apologize for the little delay that I took a little vacation from posting, but I really appreciate my loyal subscribers for staying with me, and for the new ones that have joined, I really, really appreciate it. And I promise I'll be posting a lot more, so please stay tuned and definitely get inspired, and hopefully I will keep you guys inspired with new looks. Today we're doing this really, really cool purple theme eyeshadow with really strong candy apple red lips, and it's something that really inspired me from watching the recent Fashion Week runway shows, because purple is kind of a big color now, and it's one of my favorite colors, I have to admit. So anytime I see anything purple, I always jump on it. So what I'm doing here, excuse me, with Dolly is she has gorgeous pale skin, but she has a lot of red and pink in it. So what I'm doing is I'm putting yellow based silicone foundation, and what I'm doing here with that is just calming and cooling the redness out, but still maintaining and preserving the pale aspects of her skin, which I love because it's very porcelain. And so the yellow tone of the silicone base will do that, but staying with a light color as well. So now that I'm blending everything together, I'm just really prepping everything for getting all the shadows and everything ready for the purple eye look. Now, I'm not going to be using standard powder color shadow. I'm actually going to be using a cream base, and I'll be setting it with the powder, but I do this because I really want to really bring as much payout, and I find that when you use a cream base, it really will add more punch to the color. So right now I'm just adding a little bit of finishing touches underneath the eye, and notice I use my fingers because I find that when you pat the silicone base concealer onto those areas that need a little bit more with your finger, you actually get a lot more coverage. I find that brushes overblend sometimes. So by just adding the foundation with the brush and then patting it with your finger really adds more coverage. So you might want to try that as a technique. It's really a great technique I've been using for many years. So here I'm just kind of doing the finishing touches here. And one thing that I noticed is when you prep everything so um, flawlessly, you really have a nice canvas to work with. So that's why I take my time with this. And now I'm using my wedge sponge, and I'm putting some loose translucent powder just to set around the T-zone area, especially because I want everything to, you know, maintain its integrity. And so what I'm doing first before I actually use a cream, I'm using a pearl color highlighting powder shadow with a rounded fluffy brush, and I'm just going right in the inner part of the eyes because I want to pull them out. I want to open them up, and I'm using my shadows and light technique. So like light pulls out and dark pulls in. So now I'm using this cream color purple base shadow, and I'm going to apply it with a flat rectangle brush. And as you can see, I'm just drawing it on because I want to make sure that I put it on in a way where it's architecturally symmetrical. So you want to make sure you maintain a good symmetry when you're doing this because it's going to be blended in as well. So I don't want to pull the purple all the way in just because I'm trying to create symmetry with her face. And as you can see, the opening of her eyes in the middle of her face is from the white shadow, and that opens the eyes out. And then the dark, it pulls in. So this, once you see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And so now what I'm doing is I'm just going to take my brush and just blend it all out and make sure everything has a nice shape to it. And then I'm really just smoothing out the edges and blending it out, and then just making sure that everything is it has symmetry onto the eyes rather than just that white and dark shadow kind of connected. I want everything to have a gradation. So now I'm taking some powder of the same color, and I'm just setting the purple. and I'm just lightly dusting the top part. I'm not really pressing it too hard. And this actually will also add more payout to the purple. And see how that is if you look at it, how it just if it just gave it a nice finish, and it gave it a lot more punch out too. So I'm using my blending brush now to just go right around the edges, just to gradiate that out and blend it out a little bit to soften the edges, because I want the intensity to be more in the middle of the lid, the bottom from the lash line up. And anything in the crease area, I want it to blend out. And then I want to also make sure that it's pulled out a little bit from the outer. And then I'm going to take the highlighting powder and just blend that in a little bit. So now I'm taking my beauty blender and just blending anything that might have fallen out and just cleaning it up. And see how beautiful that is, just so vibrant and just so pretty. I love that color. So I'm taking some of that, a little bit of a gold highlighting powder, and not as white as the one in the inner part, but just a little bit more gold. And I put it on the brow bone just to like pull out the eyes. And then now I'm just blending everything in so everything melds together and it's all soft and pretty. And you could see how this is just really, you could wear this really soft like this, and you don't have to do any intense eyeliner or anything like that. You could just put some mascara on this and wear it just like this. But I'm going to take it to the highest level. I'm going to take it to the point where it really is more of a dramatic look. So, but if you don't want to go there and you want to just keep it like this, it looks really pretty. And then you can even wear just a real neutral nude color lip, and it'll be a little bit more natural looking, not as heavy, and that looks fine too. But I'm taking my gel liner here, and I'm taking my eyeliner brush, and I'm just going to go right along the lash line. So I'm going to start from the bottom lash line, and I'm just going to rim it just to bring out some intensity around the eyes. And see, you have someone like Dolly with such beautiful eyes, and what this does is it will just bring the blue and the greens out in her eyes. And it's just really a gorgeous, gorgeous trick. So now I'm going to go along the lash line on top of the lid. And I'm not making like a heavy duty, like defined liner look. I'm just basically just enhancing and lining around the edge of the eyes just to give it a little bit of support and intensity. And that's why a thin line, but right into the lash line is really important. And see how that just gives it a little bit more oomph to the support of the purple, and it brings her eyes out. And I'm just going to go over a little bit more with the light powder, because as we, started putting all the other colors and blending, it does diminish a little bit. So you want to just keep adding and keep blending. And that's, if you see my techniques, I always go back just to add more if it's overly blended or something, just to kind of give it up. So now I'm going to add a black mascara, and I'm just going to go over each of the lashes and really coat them and give them some really great length to the lash line, because you want to make sure that, because I'm not doing such an intense eyeliner, the lashes will definitely add more support and more payout to the look. And yet this is such a kind of a pretty glammed out look that you want to really create some intensity. And I'm not using any false lashes with this. And to be honest with you, Dolly has such long lashes that it would be ridiculous to even add lashes to someone with lashes of this type. So, but if you don't have a lot of lashes, you can use, and I would advise like individual lashes if you want to still maintain a more natural integrity to the look, or you can add strip lashes too. So now I'm going to darken the brow. Now, if you decide you don't want to go so intense, you can keep your brows very natural and neutral as it is on the left side, or you can go with a really intense eyebrow like I'm doing. And I'm using a shadow just to coat the natural lash line that she has and just add some intensity and darkening. And I'm using my mustache brush just to blend it out a little bit, and see how it looks really natural, but I just added more definition by going over it with the shadow. I'm not a big person that likes to use a lot of pencils and things like that. So, but you can use a pencil. It's really up to you how you feel. So now I'm making Dolly make like a fish, and I'm using a slightly purplish pink blush on her cheeks, and I'm going right along the ledge and just bringing the purple pinky feeling just as a swoop of color, but not overpowering, because you still want the star of the show, which is the eyes, to really pop out. But now I'm going to go with that Fire Engine Candy Apple Red. I love this color. It's so great. And this is not as shiny as some glosses are. It's kind of like semi cream. It has a little bit more of a matte finish, but it's still a little bit more creamy than a super matte. But you can use a matte on this too, which will be really great. Or you can go really glossy, which will be a little bit more kind of animated looking. But I like this kind of in-between color. And I love the way this red really complements the purple. Especially if you have dark hair and dark features and light eyes. It really does do some kind of nice thing for the tone of the eyes and the depth of the hair. It has sort of like that kind of Snow White quality to it. And I love it, and it's very, very classic, and yet it's very modern at the same time. And so there we have it. I mean, to me, this is like such a great look. You can wear this out to a club. You can wear this out to, some special event. I mean, red carpet, whatever. It's a fun look, and it's really all in the attitude of how you wear it. And if you like my techniques and you want to definitely follow me on more videos, please become my subscriber. You can also take one-on-one lessons at www.mkcbeautyacademy.com. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more. Bye!